Well, let me spitball here for a second, right? So we got Connor and Dustin. The winner is likely going to fight Oliveira. Probably that fight's happening in July. Give him maybe 4 months. So July, that's 7, 4, that's 11. That's November. November, December. Could probably be another championship fight in the lightweight division. Maybe you have Tony Ferguson fight RDA. Could be an interesting matchup.
I'm not even thinking about Tony's future matchups at this point, man. I feel like that dude, he's kind of becoming what I was saying. It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy where he's going to be a gatekeeper for this division, if even that. You know, you throw him down and, like, maybe – I don't know if this is deserving of being out of the rankings entirely because he is still Tony. He's still a legend. But, you know, move him down to, like, 10. Have him fight guys that are really up-and-coming contenders trying to make their way through the rankings. And you see how they fare against old Tony Ferguson.
So then how about this then? We have July set. I don't think there's an August card yet. I don't think there's a numbered card in August.
No.
Let's get Justin Gaethje and RDA in there. You know, get Justin Gaethje active so that there is a little bit of contention for who's going to fight Charles Oliveira, right? If Gaethje comes out and just pieces up RDA and it's not even close, he now inserts himself back and say, yeah, I know Poirier won or I know Conor won, but look what I just did. You know, I haven't lost other than to Khabib. Get me in there. You know, he's got to fight. He can't just sit and wait because there's too many good guys in this division.
I know you want to see RDA fight, but I don't think that that's even the fight that he takes. You know, I feel like he is waiting for that. Like we said, he's waiting for that championship fight. He's not going to take a fight against RDA. That's just clear-cut how it is. I feel like the next fight for Justin Gaethje, it's going to be one of those guys that fought on Saturday. It's either going to be Chandler, it's going to be Beneil, or if he gets lucky, his next fight will be against Charles. That's just how it's going to go for him.
You know? Yeah, I don't see it being against Charles unless it's like this time next year.
Yeah, no, it'll be a while because they do have so many future plans kind of not set in stone, but like they're kind of –
I don't know how the UFC gives him a title shot with so many worthy contenders. You know, you got obviously the Dustin Conor fight. You know, you're going to get a contender out of there. Whether it's – I mean, that guy's definitely – the winner of that fight is absolutely fighting Charles. Whether it's Tony and it's the money fight or Poirier just proving he's the number one contender again. Like, that guy's going to fight he's going to fight for the belt. Yeah. And then you have Chandler, who maybe can fight the loser of that. You know, obviously Tony's not in the conversation anymore. Who does Gaethje fight then?
Beneil. That's I think the fight to make, you know.
Yeah, I guess he fights Beneil, and then the winner of that fight is the next in line to fight Charles. I think, I like that. I do like that.
Yeah, no, I've been thinking ever since Saturday, like, Beneil versus Gaethje has got to be the way to go. If I'm working, you know, if I'm Sean Shelby or I'm Dana White, that's who I'm pushing forward next because Beneil also did kind of emerge as like a personality too. He's not that talking guy. We even saw it in the press conference. He's just like, dude, Tony, what are you talking about? Like, I kind of love that, you know, that nonchalant, like when a guy's talking shit to you, you're just like,
I broke my student's rib. Well, that's kind of a dick move. Why would you do that?
Exactly. I love that. And if you're going to see if anybody is going to be able to be nonchalant and not let a guy get under their skin, it's against a guy like Tony, especially when he has the whole crowd on his side at the press conferences and at the fight. Even up until he lost, too, everybody's still booing Beneil. So even if you have him just be like kind of a nonchalant kind of heel in it where it's like, yo, this guy doesn't even care. You know, why do we like him? He doesn't bother to even go out there and talk shit. I like that, you know.
So let's think this then. So I like what we're on here. So here's what the UFC does for the lightweight division. Dana White, you're welcome. You got Dustin and Conor, right? Winner gets Charles in, say, November, December. You have Chandler fights the loser of that.
Yeah.
You have Gaethje. We said Gaethje fights who?
Beneil.
Gaethje fights Beneil, maybe on the same card as the championship card because that's around when Beneil wants to fight, right? So then we have, you know, maybe Charles is still a champ. Maybe it's Dustin. Maybe it's Conor. You know, all three could be. I think that's how you really you clear out that division. Like we said, Chandler has an opportunity to work his way back in by fighting the loser of Conor versus Dustin. You know, I mean, we can't really talk too far after that because all the fights are made. But we got Conor versus Conor versus Dustin. Winner fights for the belt in November. We have Gaethje versus Beneil, also in November, December. And we got Michael Chandler fights the loser of Conor and Dustin.
Oh man, imagine that was all in one night, dude. That would be something for the lightweight division. That would be incredible.
You know what? I like that. You know what? Because I will say this, what I really do like about the PFL is they do like, oh, this card is lightweights and welterweights. This card is heavyweights and light heavyweights. You know, it keeps it all, and it keeps that conversation. So now we can talk about the lightweight division. We know what's going to happen. Honestly, let's do that at Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden in November. Headlining fight is Charles Oliveira versus the winner of Conor and Dustin. Then the second matchup is going to be Chandler versus the loser of that. And then the tertiary fight is you have Justin Gaethje and Beneil Dariush. Those are your three cards. Now, maybe Dana doesn't want to do that because it may be too much money. But listen, at the end of the day, the UFC is in prime position to go to the absolute moon. They're in better position than Dogecoin, potentially better than Bitcoin. If I'm the UFC, I have this ESPN contract, more eyes on me than ever before because of what I did, you know, over the pandemic. Yo, let's just keep putting on baller fights, pay the guys a little bit more. At the end of the day, you got to spend money to make money, Dana. And that pay-per-view, I think, is going to sell out. Well, here's the other thing. Well, here's what you do. If it's a Conor fight, you know it's going to sell. He's fighting for the belt, potentially. You know, and then you have Poirier Chandler, which is a wicked good matchup. And then you throw Beneil and Justin Gaethje on there. Boom. And then you don't need another name on the rest of the card. You don't need another name.
No, you definitely don't, because either way, that's must-watch TV. And it's a good opportunity for them to find some young contenders and throw them on that card early in the beginning. Don't cost a lot of money. And that's another chance to elevate some eyes, you know, put some eyes on guys that are really trying to boost their way up in the public spotlight.
How sick would that pre-fight press conference be? Do a world tour for that. Oh, do that in November for Madison Square Garden. Do a world tour like they did for Khabib and Conor. Have those 6 guys sitting on the stage. Oh, I'm getting excited.
Me too. I don't think it's going to work out the way that we want it to.
Oh, of course not.
But,
we're too smart for them.
Yeah, we are, unfortunately. You know, Dana White, hire us if you're watching this. But yeah, I think that's the way that you shake out the lightweight division. It's a good way to do it. If they were listening to us, I think they would be sold on our argument. But who knows, man?